Hello, creative warriors. Thank you for dropping by. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe and like button. It helps out the channel, it helps me out, and we get discovered. We have more people sharing the thoughts and the space, so that would be a good thing. So today I want to share a thought that's been around for quite a while, and it goes be, do, and have. And what that means is, well, I'll explain it through examples. I wanted to be a writer. So the first part of that equation, be, do, and have, or be, do, have, is find out what it is you want to be. That's probably the hardest part because we want to be so many things and we want to try this, we want to try that, and we want to pursue this and we want to pursue something else. And the hard part of that is find out what it is or discover or create what it is you want to be. Once you do that, the next part, the next phase, or the next step is doing. You have to do what it is that you want to be does. And then you can have what it is that you want to be after they do what they do. You can have what that person has. So I'll give you a really simple example. Being a writer. So I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to be an author. So simple enough, right? Just be an author. Not that simple. First of all, I had to get over a few obstacles that I had placed myself. The fear of rejection, fear of success, fear of not being good enough, fear of it being impossible, fear of thinking that writers are born and not taught. All these things, you can't learn to be a writer. You have to be born a writer. All of the stuff that I had to get rid of all of that. I had to work my way through that in order to be a writer. Okay, so we got to, and that took a while, and that was hard because there are a lot of self-imposed obstacles in our lives and in our heads that we have to either clear out or get rid of or talk through. Whatever the case may be, you've got to get those things out of the way. Now, the do part. What is it that writers do? They write. And so how do you write? Oh, it's easy. I mean, I've been writing my whole life. How hard can it be? Writing a story is very different from the writing you've been doing since grade school. Incredibly different, incredibly difficult, radically different from what you think you've been doing. This is when you hear this story, everyone has a book inside of them. Not really. You may have stories in your head, but to write a book takes work. So the doing part of that is you have to learn how to write. You have to learn what it means to write a story, to write a cohesive story, to write a story that makes readers want to read it. You have to learn how to create your characters. What is a plot? All of these things that are involved in writing a story that people want to read or a story that people want to see. In case of film, you're writing a screenplay, you have to learn how to do that. And then you have to sit down or stand, whatever the case would be, and actually write. And that's the hard part, because you say you want to be a writer, then you have to do what writers do, which is write. You say you want to be a painter, you want to paint great works of art. Okay, now you know you want to be, but then what do you have to do after that? You have to actually get canvas, get paint, get brushes, start painting. And then what do you have after you know what you want to be, and you do what you want to do, you do what that person is supposed to do? What do you have after that? In my case, you have books. In an artist's case, you have paintings, you have works of art all over the place. But be, do, and have, though it sounds simple, is not easy. And so I want you to consider today, there was a few episodes ago that it's never too late to set a new goal or to dream a new dream. That's the first part. So do that, find a new goal, dream a new dream, find out what you want to be. Then you have to do what that person does, in my case, writing. And then you will have what that person has after they do what they're supposed to do. In the case of writing, books. So that's what I've been doing. And I want you to take that on today. The thought that I want you to have today is that you could be, do, and have what you want if you're willing to commit to it, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to be disciplined. You can be whatever it is you want to be, you can do it, and you can have what that person has. Now, it's all up to you. It is really up to you. People have done incredible things, but first they have to determine what it is they want to be. So today, find out what you want to be, then go do what that person does, and then you will have what that person has. Above all, be uncommon. Have a great day.